Morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Like when you see the expected reception for Dion, what do you expect it to be?
Well, it should be outstanding because, in my opinion, and I just had a limited time with him. Good man, played hard, trained right, was great with Riley and Gardner. Love him, and why would they love him? Well, they love him because he looked after him and he took the heat off him. Riley and Gardner never got much heat. He got the heat. He was a good teammate. Tried hard for the organization. He was their captain. When he's done his career, he'll go up in the weight room with the rest of the guys. Not many people get to be the captain of the Maple Leafs.
What did you see in the dressing room that maybe the public didn't see with that kind of stoic demeanor?
Well, my kids like me too. And then the guy they see on camera, and what they talk about you and who you are. But I don't know if that matters much to him. I always said to him, stop watching the media and watch the hunting channel and listen to country music. And the people that matter in your life, they matter. They have an opinion. The rest don't matter. So I think he's a really good man. I think he's got his head on his shoulders. I think he's helped Ottawa. He really helped us. We're not as good a team thus far without him. We knew that. I don't know. I think we should just say thanks.
Mike, what's the weight room? Is there pictures up there or something? Or?
Yeah, at our facility at the MasterCard Center is as good as there is in the world. It's incredible. And bigger than life size. They're all across the wall, all the captains. I don't care who you are. I talked to him about that when he's here. It's got to be pretty special knowing you're going up on that wall. I know in Detroit we had it. And, when you're up there with Yzerman and Lidstrom, Zetterberg will go up there next. Those are special people that get that opportunity. They don't just give you that stuff. So there must be something about you that allows you to earn the right to be there.
Mike, do you have a plan for the next captain?
No plan. No timeline.
You hope that you'll choose it or that it'll be chosen for you?
Oh, no, I think it'll be kind of, the great thing was I was in Detroit when Lidstrom was done being the captain. I don't know if it was Mr. I who chose it or Kenny Holland who chose it or I chose it. We all chose the same guy, so it didn't much matter. That's usually what happens. So, and if you would ask the players, they would chose the same guy too. So I think in the end, when it becomes obvious to us who the next captain is, that's when it'll be.
Do you trust somebody or can you go indefinitely?
No, I don't. Like right now, I don't even think about it. We purposely haven't got any of our kids, even though we demand some of our kids lead. We expect Kadri to lead. We expect Riley to lead. We've given it to our assistant captains, to old veteran players that are doing it right every day. And, when someone's ready, they'll get the opportunity. Now, this is the first time I talked about it. I haven't talked to Lou about it one time. I haven't talked to Shani about it, but I'm pretty sure you get the same thing from them.
You'd be comfortable if you played next year without one?
Yeah, but we got a game tonight. You're thinking way more than me.
Did your perception of Dion change when you got to coach him?
Yeah. Just like everyone else, I'd heard stuff. I dealt with Dion at Olympic camps. He'd been excellent. The guys at Hockey Canada, every time they had him, said he was excellent. Obviously, the reports here when I arrived weren't as good. I found out right away from my first conversation right on. And, I think what you can do for about 3 weeks, you can actually fool somebody in life. After that, you just are who you are. You just, in our game, you can't hide. He just keeps coming out every day. And he's a good human being who did it right.
Were you that close to getting him last year, Detroit?
I don't know. How do you ever know if you're close to getting somebody? Nor do I. You speculate. We didn't try to trade Dion. They came to us with it. So I don't know how these things all happen or how they come down. And in the end, like I think when we tell you we don't know what's going to happen, you don't really believe us. Like that we got something under sleeve. It doesn't work like that because you think you got a deal for a guy and he's not done, or you don't think you have a deal and then there's a deal. I don't know.
Mike, how much has the captaincy of a hockey club changed during your years in the game? Some would argue now that the guys in the room know who the leaders are. You don't necessarily need the letter stitched on the jersey. Maybe it's a little more symbolic. How do you view the captaincy?
Well, I don't see it like that. I see that I think at the National Hockey League level, not only do you have to be a good human being and you got to do it right, but you got to have a certain skill set. And when you don't have enough skill, I think it's hard to be the captain of the National Hockey League. So I think you need both. But I also think there should be a big core on your team that leads, and the more you have that lead, the better off you are. And the other thing I know about leadership, when you're not playing well yourself, pretty hard to talk. So you usually got to be looking after your part. That's why you got to be good enough, because your game's got to be going good enough. When your game's not going good, it's just like you in your life. If your job isn't going very good, you're probably not spending as much time paying attention to your wife and your kids. You're focused on your job. When your job's going real good, you can be aware of everything going around you. It's the same with leadership.
Looked like Soshnikov was up with the cadre line in the rushes there. What have you learned from him in 3 games at this level?
Well, I like him. He's greasy. He plays hard. He competes. He likes to shoot it. He's got a swagger, a confidence about him. His English isn't wonderful yet, but he's a good kid, wants to play hard. He plays hard every night. Him and Hyman are older than those other kids, so I think it's easier. It's still a man's league. It's a hard league.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, I mean, when we sit here, we do good, but, when the action's going on and you call him out, I try to make sure he sits next to somebody on the bench that he's going with. You try to be as organized as you can. The other night when Brad Watson was trying to talk to him, I just, let Watts know that he probably didn't understand what he said. In the heat of the action, it's a little harder.
I know the games haven't gone your way the last few games, but the way they've ended with the pressure, that kind of sustained pressure, do you get the sense this is a faster team right now than at the start of the year?
Yeah, I think we're faster for sure, but you want results too. Like you said, I thought we played real well the last 3 games. I really did, but we didn't win. And so if you're those guys or you're me, I like winning. Yeah, that's why you come to the rink. That's why you play. And so when you don't, it's hard for you. And saying all that, I think we're organized. I think we're competing hard. We got to find a way to score some more goals. And the team we're playing tonight lit us up last time. We didn't perform well. The building was half full of Maple Leaf fans who paid their good money to watch us play, and we didn't. So we better be better tonight.